Everyone, how you all doing? Right, today is another day, and we start now. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for being here and subscribing to my YouTube channel and watching my videos. And I have improved my cuff a lot. As you can see, I'm speaking very fluently at the moment. Yes, sort of. Right. So today, obviously, as you know, that we are doing IPv4 addressing. So I'll just write IPv4 addressing. Not to bore you a lot. Right. So something came in my mind, and that was obviously we are going through our IPv4 addressing sessions. So a very important thing that I wanted to mention was now once we find out our relative troubleshooting addresses, or we do troubleshooting or find our addresses, what we really need to do is to put them inside networks. And as you all know, a lot of them we have seen, and a lot of you are from networking backgrounds, hopefully. If not, I just want to give a fresher. It's a very logical and a tiny fresher of something that we call topologies. So I'll say network topology, network topology, and everyone is going to start thinking, what is a topology? Well, as the name states, topology is a structure of the network. So when I say structure, it can be logical and it can be physical. So structure of network. So that's logical and physical. Logical topology or physical topology. We have heard these terms a lot, and sometimes we don't know what they are. But I thought it's a good idea while we are doing IPv4 addressing. This is a basic concept, and when you are going to go to a job somewhere as a network support engineer, you'll be seeing different topologies and different structure of network and network diagrams, which will be quite useful, I think, if you know what you're looking for. So network topology is usually structure, logical, and physical. Now, when I say physical, it's just a brief overview. So physical is your, or can be physical, your wires, cables, your wires and cables, and it's actually sort of arrangement of network. So how your network is arranged, physically arranged. Now when I say logical, that means a big scenario. Yeah, so how the network is set up. Wow. And then which node, which network node is connected where and how. So logically, we are looking at the setup of the network and which network node is connected where. And boys and girls, gentlemen, ladies, it does include your virtual network services. Be happy. Hopefully all of you will be working in the field. In virtual network services, it's everywhere, literally everywhere. And the phenomena of the clouds. So you'll be looking for productivity in cloud services. My writing is going a bit shambles. So network clouds are actually included here. So as you know, so network clouds, productivity in clouds, I say network cloud, So that's actually what network topology is, supposedly. Now, if I say to you that topology are of different types, I'm going to give you a brief taster and then I'll show you what they look like. So supposedly, I want to create just a normal network. So I'm going to put point-to-point network. So you call it point-to-point network. Very easy. So we have two PCs. So that's our PC1 and that's our PC2. So we have two PCs here. Not PCs, pieces, yeah. PC1, PC2. So now, while we are doing IPv4 addressing, why are we doing it? The reason is this. So we have to allocate the IP addresses. Now, our network is 192. Be happy, I've chosen an easy network for all of you. And that's a class C one. So at the moment, yes, just a brief idea. So that's the network here. So I'm going to assign 192.168.1.1 here. Yeah. And then I'm going to assign 192.168.1.2 here. So these are two PCs here. So I've assigned IP address there and I've assigned IP address there, and that's a class C subnet mask, as you all know. So simply, if I say to you, so that's our network 192.168.1.0 here, and we got two PCs here. So that's a very normal and a very basic network, point-to-point network. So we have assigned an IP address here and IP address here. How we have assigned it, that's another question. Yes, so you have to do some configurations and you have to do some assignments, which is more of a software part. And I won't discuss it at the moment because just to let you know and give you a brief idea of what sort of networks you might encounter, right? This one is just a logical one. You might not even see it anywhere. Or obviously, if you're really new, you might be creating one inside your house. So like a small home area networking, yeah, in that sense. Right, thank you so much. Right, while I'm saying this, I will show you what other, so that's a point-to-point topology. Now, when I say point-to-point topology, are there any other topologies that we have to see? Yes, we have. Right, there we go. Right. So that's a really old sort of technology as well. So we call it bus and line topology. If you see a single cable is following everything here. So these sort of topologies you might see in your networks. So that's a bus topology. So when you go to your client side and you see different PCs and switches and layer 2 switches, layer 3 switches, routers, printers and whatever you see. So that's a bus and line topology. And then we have ring topology. And just to give you a brief overview, that's your homework, that along with doing IPv4 addressing, what networks you'll be working in. So we got dual, slightly new ones. We got dual ring topology. We have three topologies, mesh topology, hybrid. There's so many different types of topologies and star topology. The basic thing here is what I really want to sort of press on is it totally depends on your requirements. So when I say that it totally depends on your requirements, it means that we'll be looking at some things like expansion of network, which is called scalability. So we have expansion of network. It totally depends on scalability. While you're considering scalability, what cable types you're going to use, and apart from that, very important, length of cables, what length of cables you'll be using, and apart from all these things, these are basic requirements. There's a lot, there's so many requirements down there, so you'll be considering while doing a network here. Other thing is how to manage. So when I say manage, tools to manage the network. Now it totally depends. If you are going to deploy and you're doing installation yourself, or you designing it yourself and you are deploying it yourself, you have to look after all these things. If you're just going there and troubleshooting, then some of these things you need to sort of take out, but still you'll be using tools to manage the existing network that they have. So I'll see you in the next video. Please carry on watching the video, and you can revise this. And my humble suggestion would be, if you have time, just go and check these out. That's so important. Why? Because once you know the topologies, and then you know your IPv4 addresses, then you will know how to allocate those addresses, ranges, and subnets. We are already talking about broadcast. We are already talking about. We'll be talking more about maybe, yeah, it's a networking topic, the collision domains and broadcast domains. So yeah, so these things you have to see how they are arranged, how the PCs are arranged, switches, routers. It's really important what cables are being used. So it will really help you with the mind, because remember CLI. So Cisco CLI, which is called Command Line Interface. My writing should really improve. Command line interface. So we are in the initial steps. So you can only understand CLI, which I say when I say CLI, these are your configurations that you're going to do with your switches, routers, or VLANs, SDP. There's a lot going on. So yeah, um, and blah blah blahs. Yeah, there's a lot coming. So I don't want to really throw a lot of concepts on you at the moment. But with IPv4 addressing, topologies are really important. Same as when I said that binary systems, this and that, but these topologies, if you see them, how they are arranged, look at the network diagrams, look at their configurations, and once you are familiar with what is happening, then we can slightly move from IPv4 addressing into a little bit of CLI and see what the command line interface is doing in a network. Thank you, bye. From all over the world. Bye. Bye bye bye.